like yesterday. All right, look. So what do y'all think about school being this cold? Like, why do y'all feel like people y'all allow something like that to happen? Yeah, so we had the lights off. It was cold.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Corey, aka Cold Real Thoughts. This is the Mother's House Podcast, and I'm coming to you guys in today's discussion. I want to talk about something that's not being discussed on a wide range in the YouTube verse. A couple of people, we touched on it on Mother's House Podcast. Robert Perkins touched on it as well. But it's about this unacceptable current situation that's going on in Baltimore with the Baltimore schools being in frigid temperatures. Students in Baltimore schools are going to classes rooms that are 30 to 40 degrees. It's hard to describe or see these images of these kids having to wear, bomber jackets and have to sit in these terrible conditions in these schools. And this is another description of racism, of discrimination against young black boys, black girls, and young brown boys and young brown girls in our inner city schools. Baltimore is a very well known black community. It has a strong black population, and it just shows how much a fuck we give to these children. Tupac said it best: the hate you give to little infants fucks everyone. That's a fact. He was prophetic in that sense when he said that, because we're seeing it today. We see it each day and every day. Because right now we're more focused on who Michael B. Jordan dating, and that we should block Black Panther. Or we more worried about, just dumb, minute things that really doesn't matter. Things like it just be so much stuff in the social universe that try to construct our mind and thinking to keep us unfocused and unattached to the real issues that happens to us every day. I was looking at something the other day and had me thinking, like, are we really desensitized by seeing our pain? Are we so used to our pain that we try to just ignore it and just go along with the flow? Are we upset enough to really want to change things? We need to start getting more active into our local politics, and the politicians, get some of the people out of here who is not doing the job to protect our students in these schools. We need to uplift these teachers that is in the limelight trying to speak to these schools. The former linebacker, Aaron Maybin. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Aaron Maybin is sitting in class, He goes in great detail describing the classrooms that he's teaching, because he's the former linebacker and became a teacher in one of the Baltimore schools. And he described the details of the schools there, and he was like, it's cold, it's very, very, very cold. It's like, children you can't really feel your fingers, you can't really feel your toes, and you're trying to teach, you're trying to learn. Like, it's crazy, it's ridiculous. And why do we sit back, idly back, and still to this day think that the government officials or people, the powers that be, have the best interests of our children at heart? We got to get out of that mindset. One, I strongly support and endorse, public homeschooling. Well, homeschooling, because these school systems is failing our children, as far as with education. But at the same time, not everybody can afford that, so we can't go on this rule-raw, platform saying, yo, fuck school, just do homeschooling. That's gonna be hard to do. Now, it can happen if we have a community effort, if we was a community, if we had a village type of energy. One parent who stay home, who's off on this day, teach such and such a subject because they experts in this subject. Another group of parents teach this subject, so all the kids go over there. But we don't have that kind of system on a large or collective scale to be able to really push that. So since we have to go deal with these schools, now we have to deal with the school system. We got to get more involved in the local politics. We got to raise our voice. This story should be, number one trending, and not Kendrick Lamar and SZA, which is not a bad thing. For the Black Panther soundtrack, they dropped an album thing for that, so that's cool. But at the same time, this should be number one. You know what I'm saying? Or at least number three. Not Kendrick Lamar and SZA, not PD, whatever his name, white boy who always trends on YouTube. Like the kind of discussions need to trend, black folks. Let's stop playing. Let's stop showing our children that we don't really care about them, and show that we're just outraged about this. You know what I mean? And I think once people know about the story, and just another thing, it's really hard to kind of blame, everyone, all the black folks on social media, because a lot of people don't know that. They don't see this. It's not popping up in their timeline, maybe. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know how the metrics works. But I know the matrix is one constantly trying to block these stories, block these truths that we know so vivid throughout the country. Because it's not just a school in Baltimore. This is everybody's school. Everybody's school is under resourced. You know what I'm saying? All the resources are allocated outside of these inner city schools. Job production, skills training, trade. Like, they took them out of school since the 70s. You know what I'm saying? And they've been going downhill in order to push the school to pipeline program. This is showing how you keep young black boys and brown girls disenfranchised in America. By not giving a fuck about keeping the heat in the schools, not giving a fuck about proper resources as far as books, pencils, computer, tables, destroying or dismantling or cutting the arts program. That is a big problem within our schools. But tell me what y'all think. Hit me up in the comment section. Let's build on this, man. This is an important story. We definitely need to talk about this again. We talked about it on the Mother House podcast. I'm gonna leave the link below, so check us out on there. Thank y'all for listening, and peace, love, and light to everyone out in the world. One love.